Okay, Ram Prabhu,
Hi.
welcome back.
Thanks, Naveen.
To this activity which is called as the change activity.
Okay.
So, previous two activities, what you did was you got to analyze situations in your lives where the baselines are being expressed and met. Right? That was one activity. Another activity which you did immediately after that was where you analyze situations where the baselines are not being expressed and not met. Okay. So what are the changes we have to bring in after having done these two activities? What we are going to do here and also learn. So look at the wheel of life chart.
Okay.
You have it.
Right.
You can also you have it, and you can probably visualize, right? And you'll be doing it as a part of the activity also. Look at the previous immediate previous activity where the answer said the baselines are not being met.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So come up with a list of ideas on the ways you are going to meet the baselines in these areas. Okay. Okay. And make notes as and how the ideas come up.
Okay.
Okay. Where baselines is not being met and it is absent and there is an impact. Come up with ideas how to beat that and bring in the best state with you.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll give you like 20 minutes time for you to do that, and
Sure.
we'll meet after 20
So
minutes.
wherever it is not expressed, what change will I bring
Yeah.
to ensure it is getting expressed?
Right. Right.
Got it.
What changes are you going to acknowledge to bring it to best state, and also specific actions. We will get into that. I will do a debrief after this. So
Sure.
take your 20 minutes now.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure. Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah.
So good. Was there a good feeling now where you are able to spend some time on seeing where you can bring in the best state, right?
True.
So okay, so we'll just do a debrief on that.
Sure.
So Ram, I'll start with you. So what changes are you going to acknowledge to make these ideas work in these different areas of life? Probably you can say two or three.
Yeah, definitely. So I looked at, again, the base for me was the wheel of life. I looked at the wheel of life where it has not been expressed effectively, and where some of the decisions in those areas have not been fruitful. That's where it reflected upon where what is the action that I need to take in those areas.
Right.
So one area definitely is my finances, or one is finance, second one is on health, and third one is on the family and fun and recreation. So in these three areas, my baseline has not been very effective.
Okay.
The baseline has been, the baselines are a commitment, and my preparedness to my preparation in those areas are not at its peak. Just to to name to talk about the finances, I have been thinking about constructing a house in as a secondary income for me for a long time now, but I haven't been very effective in that. For some reason, that plan has been on the back seat for a long time now, and there my preparation has not been very effective. That's what got reflected. That's where I was able to,
The business
be
not
conscious.
being
Yeah,
Yes.
I came to an awareness there where I have not been doing it. So what I can do about it, where I can
What
be
specific actions are you going
exactly.
to take?
What is the action? Exactly. What is the specific action that I can take or I need to take where my preparedness and my commitment towards my personal finances is going to be expressive.
And also the baselines also will get expressed.
Exactly. Baseline gets expressed is I need to, the specific action that I need to take here is I need to first thing is I need to look at, it got stopped because of the home loan not getting processed for that location where it belonged to some the bank had provided some remark saying that loan cannot be processed. Because of which it got stopped there, and I did not pursue it further. So now I will definitely take an action, work with the bank or the other banks and the other financiers, financial modes where I can get the finance, and I'll take it up further.
Get the
and
loan approved, basically.
Get the loan approved and work with my architect and the contractor, which is already there in place. The blueprint, everything is there in place. I need to get that moving. So this is one action that I need to take specifically to express my this particular baseline of preparedness in the area of my personal finance.
Okay.
Second thing is with respect to fun and recreation. This has not been very expressive, which I wanted to. I have been thinking of taking my family to a international holiday, which has not been happening and where I have not been acting upon. That's the reason. If you look at my Wheel of Life, also that rating has gone down.
Less, okay.
Less. So I will now I will take an action in that area where probably in the next 6 months to 1 year I will take my family to an international holiday destination.
So that's your specific action.
Specific action.
Therein you have
Yes,
put in the timeline.
I'll be expressive there where my commitment towards my family gets expressed there.
Wonderful, wonderful, good. So you are happy about it. You are
Yes.
able to come up with this
Absolutely.
change in yourself, wherein you're going to you came up with an idea and then a specific action to
Action.
implement that idea.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay, great. Thanks, Ram. Thanks on that.
Thank you.
So, Prabhu, what changes are you going to acknowledge to make these ideas work in these different areas? What is one Wheel of Life?
So, one thing I observed is from health part and fun and recreation part,
Okay,
one of my baseline is strongly hit is balance.
balance. Okay.
Yeah. So, I have not been giving enough focus in these two areas
Mm-hmm.
where I have not taken care of my health or giving appropriate time each day or in a week for specific hours. So it has resulted in my body not being in good condition or not allowing me to do things the way I wanted to do.
Okay.
Similarly goes with fun and recreation where I have not unwound for quite a while and it only piles up the stress and brings in more tired
True.
and stuff,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah.
so balance is one biggest baseline of
Just
mine.
taken a hit.
Yeah, it has taken a strong hit. So now I have come up with the mechanisms on how I can introduce or how I can start focusing into my health.
Yeah.
And
So, in a way, can you tell me what specific actions are you
Yeah.
going to take for your health area and also fun and recreation area?
Yeah. So for health, what I have come up with the plan is every alternate day I should be in the gym or I should be out,
Mm-hmm.
either walking or jogging, at
Okay.
least for 40 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
Every alternate day.
Okay.
Okay. While best state would be every day,
Mhm.
at least to start with is every alternate day. Minimum, at least I should be achieving that.
Very
That
good.
is one specific thing.
Okay.
And as much for fun and recreation, I have decided that whatever may be the case, I will take time out for a movie
Mm-hmm.
once in a week.
Mm.
Okay, that is minimum thing I will be doing. And I will definitely catch up with my friends at least monthly twice.
Very good.
So that I can go unwind and spend half a day with them and I can relax myself. So these are two specific actions which I have taken from balance being met in both health and fun and recreation. And other activity which I have focused is achievement.
Mm.
So achievement is one of my baseline, but I wanted to start a business for various reasons which couldn't catch up. So now as part of that, I have come up with a plan. I have taken up myself that within the next 30 days,
Action plan, specific action.
within the next 30 days, I should be drawing out a detailed action plan so that I know by what time frame in which year I can look forward for it and what are the groundworks required to
Mm.
enable the business to be rolling out.
Mm.
So this by doing this, my achievement baseline which has taken big hit,
Mm.
I am trying to address that.
Wonderful, great, great. So yeah, as you can see, that you are able to take down step by step path from baseline expression, baseline non-expression, and now the change. It's a blend of all of these things, wherein you are able to easily articulate where the gaps are, identify the gaps, come up with the idea to fill the gap, and to make that idea work. What specific action you are going to take for sure for it to click, and the non-expression baseline of the bad state where you enter because of this, you do not enter, and you're always in the best state, a good state or the best state,
Right.
right?
Absolutely.
Great, great. So that brings us to the end of this activity, and we'll move on to the next one after that. Yeah.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Prabhu.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.